Morning. Thanks for joining us again. We're just off on a walk, starting at Hayfield Camping and Caravan Club site, and we're just heading down towards Hayfield, and we're doing a walk round Lantern Pike. It's about 6.5, 7 miles, and we'll be it's about a mile down to Hayfield from here, maybe a little less, and then we'll be picking up the path from Hayfield bus terminus. The path leaves just behind there, and then heading out that way, and then taking a right up towards Lantern Pike. So stick with us and see what we find. And after a kilometre or so from Hayfield, the sign up to the right. Nice little fishing lake. I'm guessing it was some sort of pond for an old factory or something like that that's no longer here. Start to get good views back towards Kinder Scout. I'm hoping that from up on Lantern Pike we'll get some even better views. See where we're heading up to the left there. Been raining solidly all week, so everywhere's a bit muddy and slippy. If I'm not mistaken, that's up towards Kinder Low End. So after crossing that stile, just head up to the left, and it's on quite a well-defined piece of track. Ain't nobody here but us chickens. Views are starting to open up now, back across to, I think it'd be the back of Mount Famine. Just trying to get a grip of what direction we're looking in. As you head up, you meet a little road, but the path continues almost opposite, and you head up another well-made path, and views open out across little village of Hayfield and beyond up to Kinder Scout. To the right it is Mount Famine, obviously. Now it's opened out, it's a bit easier to distinguish, and then just in the foreground heights, is it Foxholes Clough or something like that, I think it's, or Foxholes something or other. I think that's the other end of the ridge that runs along to Chinley Churn. Never been up that one, I'll have to give that a go sometime. Like Kinder Scout's getting a bit of sunshine. Not seen much of that this week at all. It's been throwing it down constantly. But we're just away for the bank holiday weekend, and fingers crossed, yesterday seems to have been the worst of it. It's at least dry so far today. Don't think we're too far off now. Fairly steep climb, but the paths are really good. Bit more sunshine now as well, it's blown over from Kinder. To get to the top of the path, there's a signpost for Lantern Pike. You just cut to the left and skirt round up onto the top, I think. Views down to New Mills in the distance as you climb up. So here we go, Lantern Pike. weather's closing in a bit, so we probably won't hang around too long up here. Something in my dim and distant memory tells me that the original lantern dates way back to a string of lanterns that were set up to warn of the Spanish Armada. You'll be getting a correction up on the screen if that's rubbish. But and I think they relit it for the millennium as well, but worth it for the views. I'll try and do a 360 starting back towards Manchester, heading round down towards New Mills, and on the skyline in the middle now you can see Chinley Churn, and coming round away over to Mount Famine. Oh, sorry, no, wrong. Cat's Tor and Shining Tor over in the Goyt Valley, and then coming round over Mount Famine, Kinderlow End in the centre now, and then Maria coming into view, and away over Kinder Scout, where you can see that the sunshine that was there before is no longer there, and if we don't get our skates on, we're going to get caught in this rain. So catch you in a little while. Just heading down from Lantern Pike now. Got a bit of a soaking. Quick shower coming across. You could see it approaching from sort of Black Hill direction, but it didn't last very long, so we'll soon dry off. I think it just showers today, no prolonged rain like yesterday. See back up to where we've come from now. A few people walking along up there. And the path just meanders down, and we're looking for a path that takes us to the right. Okay, there's a number of ways back down to Hayfield. But as you can see, we're kind of heading away from the Hayfield via Little Hayfield sign. We're just going to head down following this Car Meadow via Brookhouse's footpath. There's a bit of a warning that there's a private farm road, but there is footpath access, and you can take a right and then right again and head back down to Little Hayfield and Hayfield. Even as you drop down past Blackshaw Farm, which was rather beautiful, there's lovely views back up onto Kinder. You can still see a lot of purple from the heather. Maria leaving me behind. I think she wants to get to the George. And there you go, another sign to by How Meadow to Little Hayfield, and we take that one just to the right. Path meanders along through farmland now, just below Lantern Pike where we were previously. Very nice walk. Path cuts through a nice bit of old woodland as you're coming down the valley. You can see Little Hayfield now, where the Lantern Pike pub is. It's a nice place to stop for a bite to eat as well. There you come out over another stile, just looking down over Little Hayfield, and then turn left down a rocky sandstone path heading towards Hayfield. So the sandstone path comes out across a stile, across a pathway and go through another gate, and then you can see it heads down through green fields, heading in the direction of Little Hayfield first. And you pass behind a nice old mill, which I think has been converted into flats now. Probably provide some good trade for the Lantern Pike Inn, which looks like they've got their fires going. So as you come down out of the past the mill and the flats, comes out on a little road, unmade road, and you just follow that along back towards Hayfield. And there's a hairpin bend in the little unmade road, and a path cuts off to the left. After a quick walk through some woodland, path splits again, and we'll take the one that drops down to the left. So the path that we took on the left slowly drops down with the stream to the left hand side and emerges near some beautiful looking stone cottages. Oh, lovely spot. Okay, I'll just try and show you where we've walked. The campsite's just off the map here, and we just walked down about a kilometre or so into Hayfield, and you pick the path up, you cross behind the church, there's a pelican crossing across the A road, the A624, and then you find yourself in the bus terminus. And you'll see on the opposite side of the bus terminus the path leaves. So it's a well marked bridle way along there, and you just follow that along for maybe a kilometre or so, and there's a couple of routes that you can take, but we turned right just at the head of this little reservoir, and then climbed up and picked up the path along to Lantern Pike. As you get up to Lantern Pike, you can either skirt along without climbing up it, or there is a well marked path that takes you up right across the top of the pike. It's worth it for the views, and then you drop down the other side. You can kind of just cut back on yourself down here. We took a right and went through a very opulent looking farm called Blackshaw Farm, and carried on down there, and then took a right back down through a lovely woodland, and it takes you out near that new mill which has turned into flats, and then you just carry on looking with views over to Little Hayfield, and then drop back down into Hayfield again. So I think it was about 6.5 miles or so. And yeah, lovely walk, lovely views from Lantern Pike, well worth it. Right, so after those lovely cottages, you just rejoin the road and then just follow it down into Hayfield. So we'll more or less leave you here. Thanks for joining us, it's been a lovely walk. And we're just going to head down to the George and have a beer and maybe something to eat. So we might come back and say cheers. See how crowded it is in there. But yeah, thanks for joining us, and if you've enjoyed the video, if you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up button, and yeah, by all means consider hitting the subscribe as well if you want to see more videos of walks and camps and other outdoors related videos. So see you soon. Right, well, we haven't ended up in the George yet. We bumped into the pack horse, so we've started there. So, cheers. Cascade IPA, very nice. I think it was Mobberley Brewery. Nice.